The thing about Aegis and Leo, like Leo repositions in the air so fucking much with Aegis. I don't know why. Cause like, happy to the support, yeah. Guys, chat, give me some of the weaknesses that Aegis has. Give me some of Aegis' weaknesses. I'm looking for one specifically, but just tell me what you guys think. What are some weaknesses for Aegis? Aegis. Other than edge guarding, like in neutral. Bad out of shield, true. Safety on block, poor falling aerials. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, Ryun. Safety on block, kind of the same thing, right? I think falling aerials for Aegis are generally subpar. I know Mithra's Nair is a fucking war crime, which, you know, we can all agree on, but it also has like, it doesn't have ultimate landing lag. There's 13 frames of landing. That's a lot of landing lag, which there is a hitbox side to it, you know, which is, you know, fair enough on frame 1. But 13 frames is a lot. 10 frames on up air, back air, and down air 11. Up air is a little bit safer, but like 10 frames, that's a lot for ultimate standards, dude. So like her landing moments are just like subpar. I think they are very, very subpar. And if you look at the way Leo plays, we'll probably see it. Like Leo is strongest when he's smart about being on the ground. Like jumps to reposition, jumps, gets punished. A lot of Aegis moves don't last very long. Kind of true. Ah, okay. Jumps. The slingshot. He gets air to air for slingshotting here. This is a slingshot, right? Yeah, this is a slingshot. Gets air to aired. Jumps again. Not a big deal. Oh, that was just a misinput. As Snake, if I see Mithra drifts in Nair, I will just beat it with down. Yeah, it's very beatable if it misses. It's like Palutena Nair but better, basically. This character, ironically, is not hard to juggle. Depends on your character. So their weakness is air to airs or meeting them at their jump epics. It's mostly just like the fact that they're, again, jumping gets caught. That was not a reposition jump though. So, you know, that was, this is. Look at all these jumps. I hate it. I think it's the fact that their jumps are, like their landings are relatively committal. That's a jump reposition, 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 jump reposition. Oh, that was smart by Tweak. Jump reposition, jump, jump. Slingshot made Leo's. I think his focus on Slingshot can be argued to make it worse. But yeah, what I think, Kalalo, is I think the weakness is that like when they're landing, they have to commit to something with relatively high landing lag. Generally. And that means that you generally want to spend less time in the air, which makes your movement more linear, right? Now, the thing about Mithra is that like it doesn't really matter because like she has dash attack, right? And she has like dash up forward tilt. So like being on the ground is fine. It's totally fine. She can even do like rising up air fast falls, which auto cancels. So yeah, it's not a huge weakness, but it's like at that level of character when they're like, you know, super top tier, which I think Aegis still is. I think when people say, oh, Aegis is overrated, I think that's bullshit. I think Aegis is absolutely broken. Anyway, those small weaknesses have huge consequences at that level. Leo just wants the game to be fun. He did this exact type of movement as Smash Factor, but it was way better as Joker. He seriously just doesn't want to win that much compared to just having fun. And I think that's fair. Right? Like I can critique him for it not being the strongest way to play. And if he says, well, but I prefer to have fun, then I say, you know what? You do you. They can't really play with rising aerials like Lucina or some other characters. Mithra kind of can. You can do like dash up rising there. You can dash up raw rising back air, which are both like good options. But yeah, it's not as much as like a Lucina. That's true. Or like a Roy, but that's less of a, like, not really a weakness and more of like something that they don't have as a strength, if that makes sense, which can also be like a weakness in certain matchups, depending on how you look at it. Right. But yeah, Leo just like very eager to reposition with jumps. New mic. It is. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you for noticing. But yeah, Meister tweeted that Slingshot made his neutral worse. I think attack cannot make your neutral worse, but it can Like if you don't implement it well, then it can, right? Which is fair. That was not a kill. Yeah, I just don't like how much they jump. And then with Byleth, it makes a lot more sense because with Byleth, at least Leo has like the range that he's able to set up pressure from these jumps. It sounds amazing, ASMR quality. Thank you. But also like Byleth just isn't too fast. So like Byleth jumps are way less committal in a sense, right? Because she's slow or he's slow, whatever. So you see Leo when he jumps, for one, the short hop is like very slow. 2, the rising aerial is really good, rising there. And 3, the double jump is better because it's a lower double jump, which is lower mobility, but also like better for mix-ups. Meister said on stream it was a joke. All right. Should Leo be playing a more disciplined grounded Mifra? Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think Mifra just doesn't make sense for what Leo wants to do, which is space people out. Like Mifra can space, but like her spacing is generally like 4 tilt. You know what I mean? It's just basically 4 tilt, that's a good ass move. Don't get me wrong, but it's also like, you know, it's not enough to win you entire games, I think. It's she because Byleth only. I agree. Love me some female Byleth. Yo, Mao Silver, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. We're ramping up for the end of September, boys and girls, actually. But yeah, you can see the jumps make a lot more sense with Byleth because, like, think about it like this, right? Let's say Diddy's right here, right? This is Diddy, and Leo's jumping here. If he's Bifra, this jump makes 0 sense. If he's Byleth, this jump is like a forward air or back air or an empty land down tilt, which is a good mix-up. Mifra just does not have that. And if he wants to do that, he needs to drift in, which drifts into Diddy's range. So if you want to be jump heavy, then a character like Byleth or even like Sephiroth makes a lot more sense. I think Sephiroth, the Diddy stick figure, dude, he has a tail. Look, it is Diddy. So I think Leo would be like one of the best Sephiroths ever. Like Sephiroth would go so fucking hard, dude. I think Sephiroth is exactly the character that Leo should be playing, but he doesn't want to. Sephiroth also has like arguably one of the best short ups in the game, maybe the best given his aerials. I think Mega Man also makes a lot of sense for Leo, but yeah. Pyra and Mifra just don't really do. Pyra does to some degree. Pyra does do what Leo wants to do, but Pyra is not good enough. Very validating to hear you say that. I tried playing Mifra when she came out like Lucina before realizing the fade back aerials and baiting. Yeah, that's way better with Lucina. Did you say Mega Man? Sheesh. Dude, we did do a Mega Man podcast just earlier.